What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, now it's said that since the fight fell through for former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer, now supposed to be junior middleweight title contender, and now is reportedly going to head into that middleweight title contention in The Truth. Errol Spence Jr. 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 35 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Errol Spence was highly expected, to face off against the Towering Inferno, the newly crowned unified super middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Sebastian Fundora, okay? The Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, says that he and his team are saying that they got fed up, okay? They got fed up. And now they are moving on. And it said that Sebastian Fundora, who is 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 13 wins by way of knockout, Sebastian Fundora is going to face off against Cordell Booker in his next fight. Now, initially, Errol Spence stated that he was ready to get back in the ring. He stated that, the best of his career is being held up. He wants to give the best of him to the sport of boxing, to the fans, but it's being held up, right? That's what Errol Spence, that's what he put out there, okay? Cryptic messages, right? Now, with that said, this was in the making since March of 2024. The beginning, the first quarter of 2024, March 30th. The first event that PBC put on Amazon Prime since parting ways with Showtime, right? This was the first event. It was Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. Keep in mind, it was supposed to be Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman, but that fell through because Keith Thurman tore his bicep, right? So now it was Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora, who was already on the card. Sebastian Fundora was, right? He was going to fight on the undercard against Serhaj Boachuk for the WBC vacant title. So they made it a unification bout. Tim Tszyu was the WBO champion. He wasn't defending his WBO title against Keith Thurman because it was at a catchweight. Keith Thurman said he didn't respect the WBO title, so the belt wasn't on the line. Okay? So with that said, they moved up Sebastian Fundora to replace Keith Thurman. The belt was on the line. Sebastian Fundora shocked the world, and he beat Tim Tszyu, okay, and became the unified champion. Errol Spence got in the ring. He got in the ring with Sebastian Fundora after the fight. And they started to promote a showdown against the two. That was March 30th, right? And Errol Spence and his team said that he was getting ready to get back in the ring. So with that said, the fight fell through. Sebastian Fundora immediately replaced Errol Spence the week they notified the world that they're not fighting Errol Spence anymore. Then Errol Spence put up a post and said he's going to fight when he gets ready to fight, right? When he gets ready to fight, he's going to let the world know when he's ready. But mind you, just the week prior, he said it's that time. He put up a post with the shark in the water, a wounded shark, and he said it's that time, right? It's almost that time. Then he stated that he hadn't spoke to anybody in months, right? These are mixed messages. Now it's being reported again. This is something that was being reported before. Now it's being reported again that Errol Spence is possibly going to face the WBA middleweight champion, Cuban superstar boxer, Erislandy Lara. 31 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, 19 wins by way of knockout. 41 years of age, 5'9" with a 75-inch arm reach. Lara just stopped Danny Swift Garcia for the first time in Danny Garcia's career in the 9th round in September, right? Now, this reports have been out there for quite some time when Floyd Mayweather put it out there that after Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford, he wouldn't even have Errol Spence fight at 154. That fight was at 147. Floyd Mayweather said, I would move Errol Spence up to 160. He's just too big, right? And he's being weight drained. I would move him up to 160, to middleweight, right? So this has been out there for a minute. Then Errol Spence put up a post and says in the post that he could be back and notified the 154-pound and 160-pound division, putting them on notice. The 160-pound and the 154-pound division on notice that he's coming. The big fish is coming, right? He put that up himself. This would be a great fight. Again, the last time we saw Errol Spence in the ring was when Errol Spence fought against Terrence Crawford in July of 2023. It's just way too long. It's way too long. And Errol Spence is a major player in the sport of boxing. We need to see Errol Spence in the sport of boxing. Period. Period. Errol Spence is a major player. The sport of boxing needs Errol Spence. The sport of boxing needs Errol Spence. I like the fight with Lara and Errol Spence. I love it. Right? It's a good fight for both guys. Right? It's a great fight for Errol Spence. And it's a great fight for Erislandy Lara. It's a name for Erislandy Lara, who I thought actually beat Canelo Alvarez. So hopefully this comes to fruition, man. Hopefully we actually see Errol Spence back in the ring, period. So let's see how this unfolds, man, and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.